Chukwuamarado Ekweli yere memo Ekweni yere memo Ezi Chukwuamarado Ekweni yere memo Abịara m n'ụlọ nsọ gị Ekwela ka m gbara akala Bike kwena ka ihere me nwa gị o Bike kwena ka ihere me nwa gị o Ekwela ka ndị ụwa jụọ m ọnụ o Ekwela ka m gbara akala Ọrịa mbụ bịa n'iru gị o Chukwu okike ekwela ka m bụrụ ya laa Eze biko agbawala maka Biko ekwena ka ihere memo Chukwuamarado Chukwuamarado Ekweli ihere memo
Good morning, viewers all over the world. Egwu ihe nụrụ kịta bụ egwu si na ngalaba na-afụ gbasara mgbasa ozi ọdịnala Igbo n'Ugochi Ọdịnala Temple a na-akpọ group led by me. We have all the rights. If you like that music, go to iTunes, Audio Mac, and rest of them. Join bụ egwu ma download it. We have all the rights. For some of you that are seeing me for the first time, kpọọ m Ogbuefi Eze-Ana Ugochi Ọdịnala ma ọ bụ kpọọ m Akajiugo. Abụ m onye isi nchụaja na Ugochi Ọdịnala Temple. Anyị na-agba afa miri emi lụkwazị ọrụ mmụọ dị iche iche. Abụgazi m onye isi nchụaja n'ọdịnala Restoration Evangelical Mission, bụrụkwa onye mgbasa ozi ọdịnala Igbo. So you can call me a priest or an evangelist. I will answer. My mission is to help people live better life. I want to seek for knowledge. What you don't know remains a mystery to you and not to all. If you are knowledgeable, a born master. If you lack knowledge, it remains slave. So before we dive into today's lecture proper, important announcement today. But spirituality is the key to build a desired nation. Spirituality is the key to build a desired nation. So before we dive into today's lecture, important announcement. We are still the month of March. We are still the month of March. And our group monthly rituals for the month is still ongoing. You can join us anywhere you are all over the world. You can benefit from our group rituals. So if you are interested in joining our group rituals, what you have to do is to forward your 3 prayer requests. Make token donation to the account number. I will tell you other details we need from you if you chat me on WhatsApp. We started this group ritual over 3 years now. Believe in me, we have large testimonies. But as you all know, we don't share testimonies on social media or even in Eziokwu TV. But I can tell you there is power in group ritual. We have massive testimonies, believe in me. This morning I have gone to the temple to make declaration upon the lives of those that join us, our friends and well-wishers, and our partners. And we have lots of people that appreciate what we are doing in this propagating of this Igbo spirituality and Africa in general. Special thanks to the friends of the temple, children of the temple, and the members of the Restoration Evangelical Mission worldwide. We thank you guys. You guys are really doing wonders. Yes. And making most of you that are contributing in one way or the other to support us in this evangelization. So, if you are interested in joining our monthly rituals, what you have to do is to indicate. I will keep making that declaration because there's power in declaration. There's power in the making declarations. Like I said, what you don't know remains a mystery. We continue doing it till the last day of the month. We go to rivers with eatable things only to offer sacrifice to ihe bi na mmiri ihe dị ndụ mee saraka. Gaje na-akpọ ọkalete chụọ aja ihe mme gbagota na temple jee n'ebe nchụaja chụọ aja dị iche iche n'aha mmadụ dum jee n'ebe nchụaja gbuo ebulu mekwazie saraka nwanne chụwakwa aja maka na aja karịrị ọgwụ. There is power in sacrifices. Yes, very important. Our today's topic is very unique. Spirituality is the key to achieve desired nation. Let me tell you, we have lots of people on social media, social space, and everywhere. Not only even in Nigeria. We have them all over the world. Some of them go by the name atheists and rest of them. In this part of the world, we still have some people like propagating the same atheist belief without knowing. Yes, I want to tell them and then I propagate some certain things abroad. Achievable based on the concept they have. Most of them hide under Igbo spirituality, but I will explain. One of the person is Matthias Eze-Ana and his cohorts. I will explain why I want to use Matthias Eze-Ana as an example. Is that what he preaches is not, he doesn't believe in spirit. He doesn't believe in the power of the spirit. He doesn't believe. He believes that everything will just happen. He believes that everything is all about government. He always blaming government, that government should provide this, provide that, provide this, provide houses, provide this, provide good governance, and that. All this is good. But I can tell you, any foundation you are making without, any house you are building without making solid foundation, definitely will collapse. Let me tell you, there is no way you will be desiring to have a better society, a better nation of your dreams without having a better spiritual package. Bible says, and I quote, I agree that some people don't like everybody quoting Bible, but I can tell you, Bible is a combination of stories, fact, history, and my stories putting together. I agree. All the things that stories that happens in the Bible does not even happen the way it's written there, because we that on the study or the went through the trainings of priesthood, we explain to you that there's certain things called my stories. Those stories are given to you in order to teach you something. That one is a story for another day. But what I want to tell you is this. You will not use because of it stop me from quoting Bible, because I was once a Bible scholar. So I would pick some certain things in the Bible and use it to teach you what you don't know. But I understand that some people that Matthias Eze-Ana and cohort don't believe in the Bible at all. In fact, he don't quote Bible for them, including he's one of his follower, Waja. He don't quote Bible for them. They will just ask you not to quote Bible. Yes, but it doesn't work that way. You use some books to teach some certain spirituality. Pick the point from those stories. Yes. So that is exactly what I'm doing. I will use stories in the Bible to teach you what I want you to know. Now, let me proceed. Let me tell you, even in the Bible is written, and I quote, righteousness exalt a nation, and sin is a reproach. Meaning, any nation that really want to progress must imbibe the culture of righteousness. Yes. Doing things the right way, that is righteousness, nothing more. And for you to be doing things the right way, you must understand spiritual workings. You must obey, because spirituality teaches you how to obey and respect the authority. I want to tell you that if you want a nation of our choice, our desired nation, where things work, where government fix road, provide the social amenities, I can tell you it starts from the spiritual angle. Because if families are rotten, if the societies are rotten, if what we bleed in the families and societies, it bad eggs, believe in me, because people in governance is a product of the society. That is my argument. But talking about government should build house, government should do this, government should do this, but who is government? Who is government without we, the populace? Who is the government without we, the people, the governed? You can't not be blaming government without we, the governed. We contributed. In fact, we are the people that put them there. The truth is that the whole system has rotten. From the beginning to the bottom, it's corrupt. During the time of our fathers, I can tell you without missing words, based on my investigation and what I heard, things was better. I remember one of my uncle in the 80s, he told me that when he graduated and he went for youth service, why on youth service, companies, customs, government agencies, companies are coming to look for best brains, and that particular time they offered to give him a car just a fresh graduate. That was 80. This is what I'm telling you, early 80s. That was when things are still working gradually. That time we still have many companies like Michelin, Peugeot, Volkswagen. All these companies are in this country, but now they have collapsed, they have failed. Are you following? Those the time of our leaders, Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe, people of the old, like former minister Mbazurika Amechi, and rest of them, they serve this nation with uprightness. That is when the leaders are afraid of stealing public funds. You know why? Because those people of the yesteryears were trained with high spiritual maturity, and moral value was so high. Because you will be taught via spirituality that you should always be a joy giver to your fellow human being. You must show love, uprightness in whatever you are doing, in order to impact the society positively. Serve your nation with clean hands. In Ghanaian religion, we have 12 words we call Ghanaian religion and philosophy. Ghanaian religion and philosophy. What Ghanaian religion believes in. One of the items, item 7 says, you will serve the land of your birth with clean hands. That is, without collecting bribe. We serve with sincerity. So I'm talking to people like Matthias Ezako and the people that believes in the same thing. If we really want a nation of our own, we must go back to spirituality of yesteryears, where people are son sana. You know what is taboo. You avoid soiling your hands because you are afraid of the consequence of going contrary to Nswana, to the land of their birth, abominable act. You dare not doing them because you know the consequence that if you do, you face the wrath. During that yesteryears, Igbo spirituality, people are afraid to do the wrong thing because they know that the land can kill them. They are afraid of the law. Those natural laws that governs every community. You dare not do this, you don't do this, you don't do this. If you do it, it's see the consequences. People are afraid of the law. People are afraid of attracting the consequences of disobeying. Moral value was so high. My father told me during their own time, yes, during their own time, that his younger sister, those days, don't wear pants. Yes, that up here, nothing. They are not covering anything. It's just more what they call opoko. They use to cover a woman's private part. But that particular time, her moral value was so high. A woman will be matured, enter her husband's house as a virgin. They, on their own, they will come to moonlight play without even looking that side. But what do we have here? Moral value has so broken that the small girls of 12 years, 13 years have lost it. I've seen it. So if somebody was to be blamed, blame arrival of foreign religion. Yes. You know why? Why I'm putting the whole blame to the square of the Christianity. You know why? They came with the message during those eras of the MI of Ara, then Dr. Nandi Azikiwe, former head of state of this country. He does not have house of his own, a befitting house in his father's place in Osionira at Onitsha here. I'm very sure that it's the federal government that built house for him. That is a former head of state. The same thing that what is happening in Mahatma Gandhi, the former president of India. He ruled India of many years, and when he finished serving as a head of state, he does not even have a house. It's the people, the government that have built house for him. Yesteryears, people that serve with sincerity because they are afraid of gods of the land. They are afraid of repercussion. They serve with sincerity. And because they are not stealing public fund, the government have enough money to provide houses. Do you know that there are some people that goes to university in this country free of charge? Do you know that yesteryears, some people has free houses? That you have free house, you will pay gradually till you finish paying. Car loan, where you are working, we give you a car, you will pay gradually. So many things are working. Those things you are seeing abroad used to happen here because of good governance. Even the time of this Muammar Gaddafi of Libya. In Libya, you will be paying salary. The government will pay you salary as a citizen of the country till they find job for you. If you are sick, government will provide a hospital. If it's what they cannot treat, they took you abroad and they will foot the bills. Government provide virtually everything for Libyans because a good man that is in the head of affairs. Then things worked perfectly in Libya of yesteryears during the time of Muammar Gaddafi. But lies was told. Muammar Gaddafi was dethroned and killed. Now, what is happening in Libya? What is happening in Libya now? Libyans are suffering because of bad governance. So, but what I can tell you, if we really want to have a nation of our choice, desired nation, we must go back to our root, yesteryear's lifestyle, modern way, the olden days of worshiping and having fear of the gods of the land. That is the Igbo spirituality, African spirituality. That is what we need to embrace. Because Igbo, African spirituality is not missing words, telling you the consequence. African spirituality will stood their ground and tell you that if you do this, you must suffer, you must pay for whatever wrong you have done. That is after, they will not paint words for you. But let me tell you why I blame Christianity for everything that has been bastardized. You know why? Christianity, in order to lure our people to Christian faith, they began to tell people that though yesteryears your tradition told you that if you sin, go against Eze-Ana, you go and face Equal cleansing. Why must you do so? Where you can be in your house and say, thank you, Jesus, thank you, my Lord, shed crocodile tears, and their sins have been forgiven. Just like that. That now, you see married women cheating on their husband. I can tell you, 50% of married women, based on what my statistics, what I have seen, 50% of married women cheat. Bring women that are married 10 years within the marriage, bring them together and ask them if any of them have not cheated her husband 10 years after marriage. I can tell you what we see will shock you. So what I can tell you that they began to teach all those things, that Jesus is full of mercy, that all things have passed away, everything has become new, that your sin have been forgiven, just like that. You kill somebody, so you are made a minister. You took all the money that is supposed to provide medicine for people to live. You bamboozle all the money, use it to buy mansions in America for your own family and everything. And tomorrow you say me you are born again. Pastor will do like this. I say your sin have been forgiven, just like that. Why many people died because you refused to use the government money trusted to you to provide what they need in order to serve it, to live. My brother, the blood of those people that died is on your head. So Christianity began to tell them that Jesus is full of mercy. They began to preach Jesus of mercy, God of mercy, forgiveness, just like that. People will go to confession Friday and they will tell them that their sin have been forgiven. In the evening on Sunday, they commit fornication, commit all manner of sins. The next week they go to confession again. Who is deceiving who? So they made everything so easy. Therefore, people now began to live in immoralities as part of life. They are not seeing any evil, stealing public fund. They are not seeing anything wrong in being corner, eating public fund and everything, all the abominations and arrows and immoralities are in chain, like chain. So by so doing, the whole society has been bastardized. Moral value is no longer there. Father is sleeping with daughter, which is abomination in Igbo land. Brother is sleeping with sister. Mother is doing anything. Father is sleeping with somebody's wife. Everything has been, the moral value has been bastardized. Everything decay in every sector. So don't you know that if you have bad families, you have bad society? Don't you know? Because society is a product of families, and the governance, leadership in government is a product of the society. Okay, let's say after the election, last election, I shed tears in this for this country. I was at the polling booth. See what is happening there. Will you call that one election? That's the child. I'm telling you. You will see somebody openly telling people to vote for a particular party and follow him to go to a nearby house to carry two penta rice. You will see somebody that will just vote for my party he will give you money. Corruption everywhere. Even the person that's supposed, okay, let's use that last election for example. We all know who won the election. Even the judge, even the judiciary knows who won the election. Even the electoral umpire knows who won the election. But because of money, because of what they will benefit, they all lied. Now, who will you blame? The decay, because those judicial, okay, the electoral umpire is not the man that is the head of affairs, the INEC chairman. Is he not from family? If the man is really, the moral value is very high, will the man ever succumb to any pressure? Assuming he succumb to any pressure. Assuming he succumb to any pressure. If it's highly moral, if there is high moral value, will he ever succumb? Okay, that one apart. The judiciary that they challenge the outcome of the election. The judges, the 7-man panel or 5-man panel that sat before the electoral umpire, they knew the truth. But what stopped them from saying the truth? Because water has passed Gary. High moral value is not there. Even you, the electorate, they use you to rig the election. Are you not from the family? If you are properly raised, will you ever go against your conscience? Like I stood my ground, nobody can buy me over. Nobody. On that particular election, I was there. I made sure that I voted for a candidate of my choice. And nobody can give me anything. Can you come and be promising me or giving me 2 penta rice? I will not even collect. It's not all about being comfortable. No. But my mind will never let me. If I want to vote for you, I will vote for you not because of what you give me. Yes. Because my conscience will not let me be if I go contrary to my conscience. So what I'm saying, no need of blaming government first. Start from the foundation where the decay began. The decay began from the families. The moral value is so down. And I can tell you without missing words that if we get our moral value right, if we get our families, family values right, I can tell you that society will be right. If we get them right, then our country will be right. Okay, go to banks. You see somebody that's supposed to be on queue, ATM machine. You came, you were in your house, enjoying yourself. You know vividly that you came late. And instead of you, and they saw people on the queue, instead of you to queue up, first come, first serve, you go adjourn processes. Is that one not corruption? Using illegitimate ways or means to get what you do not deserve. Is it not crime too? Jumping processes, is it not crime? Yes. Taking what does not belong to you, is that one not crime? So I can tell you, some of these things are we the citizen cost it. Because if you are a type that doesn't keep processes, you like jumping processes, you like cutting corners, somebody will be using you to cut corners, to jump the process, to rig election. So if you ask me, that's why I'm talking to Matthias Isaac every time telling us his government. Who is government? Me and you are part of government. Because fair government is a product of our own failure. So if we need the type of leaders of yesteryears that will rule their country with clean hands, my brother, my sister, let's go back to the formal way of worship, formal way of thinking, formal way of reasoning, formal way of spirituality. That will always tell you that if whatever you sow, what you reap. Why I love Igbo spirituality, it's talking about karma. It talks about Ofonogi. It talks about whatever you sow, so shall you be. You reap. But modern faith now is telling people that you can walk in Julius Berger and go to Johot to go receive salary. That you keep on doing evil, and that just like this, your sin have been forgiven. Is that one not scam? Telling people what is not obtainable, making it people to rely, being lazy. But if in those days you go to Eze-Ana for Epoala, you go to Eze-Ana, that process alone, something must be out of your body. And that time people are afraid. Now so sad that the gods of the land will kill a person. That's why the Chinese people are afraid. They're afraid of the law. I told you when I was in India, you can go to their temples. Even if you forget your phone, believe in me, you see, go back and pick your phone back. Nobody will pick it. Because they understand, and they understand the fact that then when karma, there is law of karma. Whatever you sow, so shall you reap. And the same thing is what Igbo spirituality believes in. That whatever you sow, so shall you reap. But Christianity came and turned everything around, that you can sow badness and reap goodies. That Jesus is full of mercy. Who does that? That is the problem. So blaming government, you can keep blaming government from beginning to the end. It will not solve any problem. Let me tell you, let me use India as an example. I have been to India. Yes, but let me tell you what I learned from their own system. You see train. In India, you can still go and verify. They have like 4 separate coaches. Example, they have first class coaches. In those first class coaches of the train is well furnished. Some of them even have AC. Yes, they have like cubicles inside it so that you can enter your first class and close the door, so that it's your own comfort. Yes, the second class, I have traveled with second class. Why in India? Second class is that class that is like open open space, but they have like dormitory beds. You have bed on the ground bed. They have another bed. They call it sleeper class. The other bed, second. So while train is traveling, it can actually go to your bed and sleep, or climb up bed and sleep. Because train might take like over 15 hours traveling from Bombay, New Delhi to Delhi. From Mumbai, from Mumbai, yes, to New Delhi, maybe 15 hours. So he can have ability to sleep. Then we have another one they called third class. That is how they rank their citizen. They have first class citizen, they have second class citizen, they have third class citizen, and they have the disabled, the poor. Now see what they did. The third class citizens will have their own coach. On that their coach, everybody will sat on their chair. You cannot sleep. The same way we normally sit on our luxurious buses. That is how their coach is. So that one is third class. Then first class will pay higher. Second class will follow. Third class will pay less. While the last coach, which is you see it, they wrote it there, for the poor and the disabled, is a free coach. They are not paying dime. They are not paying dime. They can travel from Mumbai, that is Bombay, to New Delhi free of charge once you are disabled. You know what they are doing? The same location, all of you will reach the same time. You know, it's the same train. The same train is carrying many coaches. So all of you will reach New Delhi the same time. But for you that is rich, you pay, example, let's say you are paying 100,000 for that trip. Why the second class person in the sleeper we pay like, let's say, 70,000? Why the poor person, people they consider poor, the third class citizens, we pay like maybe 20,000? Then the least people, the poorest and the disabled, those ones will not pay at all. You see what they are doing? They rob Peter to pay Paul in order to provide the same services for everybody. Let me give you another example I learned from India. They have their own hospitals, government hospitals. In those government hospitals, they build it in a way that is like 4 stages. 4 stages. They have for the first class citizens. They have second class citizens. They have third class citizens. They have the disabled. So how you run it is this. The first class citizens, in their own ward, there will be like self-con with television, maybe fridge and everything inside the room. They are treating you typhoid. Second class citizen will be like those ward rooms you come. They have like 3 beds by the room. That is second class. Third class people, yeah, will be the type we normally have in Nigeria, like ward. You see bed line. Say bed line. That one is for the poor people, the third class. Then they have the for the crippled and the physically challenged people. You know what they did? Now, if you are first class, they treat you typhoid, you pay 100,000. If you are second class, they treat you typhoid, you pay 70,000. If you are the third class, the poor people, you have typhoid, you pay 30,000. The physically challenged people is free. So they use the money for the rich to provide health services to even the less privileged. By so doing, you provide health care for every citizen. But in Nigeria, Oga, if you don't have money, the same hospital, if you don't have money, what they charge a minister's son is what they will charge big man's son. The same thing they will charge the poor man. So if you don't have money, go home and die. Is it not bad policies? What I can tell you, even for our representative to emulate India, to do good policies, is when they have human mind, when they have conscience, when they fear God, when moral value is very high. How can you, a civil servant that is salary is 50,000 naira, he has typhoid, you go there and pay 50,000 naira to treat typhoid. A cousin to a minister have typhoid, he pay the same 50,000. Is it right? It's injustice. It's injustice. So government should take money, made it a law that no minister travels anywhere. We all die here. Once you are top official of government, you are in level 14 and above, you dare not travel anywhere in this country. You and your families, you must go to hospital in this country. And by so doing, you go to government hospital and pay as a first class family. They will use your money to subsidize the families of the poor. That is good policies. But who will make those laws? Is it not the same people from corrupt families to corrupt societies, and corruptly they find themselves there? They will be talking to you anyhow, because they are not even there because of your vote. They bought their location. They bought their position. So they are not owing you anything. So they will not do policy that will favor you. A senator can be taking 50 million monthly. This is the money that's supposed to circulate even to the down. And if his family members are sick, he flown them abroad, enriching another country instead of them to be treated here, so that he will charge them more, use their money to solve for the less privileged people that are drivers, any more, any less. It's bad governance. It's got bad policy. But do you blame them? You don't want them to make good policies when they are already corrupt. But my own submission, if we really want a desired nation of our choice, let's go back to spirituality of yesteryears. So why I'm blaming Bayapatias Ensako is he keep on selling us that government is breaking this, government is breaking that, common sense, common that. Instead of preaching for us to go back to spirituality of yesteryears, let moral value comes back. Because if you build a society that moral value is less, it can't sustain it. Because what should be propelling people should be high moral value and fear of law, knowing the consequence that whenever you do something wrong, he will pay severely for doing wrong. So let's promote spirituality first. It's spirituality that will promote healthy families, healthy society, and healthy people in government. Because people in the government does not fall from sky. They came from various families. And if various families are corrupt, definitely we have corrupt society and at large corrupt government. So it doesn't make sense blaming government alone. Let's blame ourselves. Embrace spirituality of yesteryears. That's my argument. Go back to restore the family values first. You are telling government to build good policies. Government agents, politicians, they win the election. They bought it with money, they corrupt money they used to bought it from your papa, your mama, my own father, my own mother. Those because people working at INEC, is he not somebody's father? Is he not somebody's mama? He's working in INEC. Why must he or she compromise his position, collect bribe, and declare another person winner of the election? Is it not corruption? So what I'm saying that let's go back to families first. Build high moral values. Let's begin to fear the gods of our land. Let's go back to spirituality of yesteryears. Now, if we have good moral values families, we have good moral values society, and at large good moral values leaders. Like me, there is no bribe you can give me now, because I understand that life is all about garbage in, garbage out. You can't bought me over. What will you give me? Because I understand how things work. You can't bribe me because I know that whatever evil I commit in order to get this thing, you still come back tomorrow to hurt you. What you hit on the wall will bounce back to you, the originator. So let's preach spirituality. No nation on earth that jokes with their spirituality is it the Indians. I have been there now. I have been there with my tourist visa. I stayed there for months. Travel from northern India to South India and Central India. Travel to Kuru Manali, Bangalore, Bombay, Delhi, and rest of them. Yes, I visited even the University of Bangalore. So what I'm saying is that is it Chinese? They don't joke with their spirituality and beliefs. Is it those foreign countries you are seeing that are citing this country are giving free houses to their citizens, they are giving free medications? It's because the moral values in those countries are very high, and they elected good leaders who in turn use the money allocated for those amenities, use it and produce it and provide those amenities for the citizens. Is it not when high moral value is high, you will know that eating public fund is sin? That if we do it, that the consequence will fail you and your family. Is it not when you preach to people, tell them the consequence of doing so? Finally, let me summarize. I'm suggesting that if actually we want this country to be fair, let's stop swearing these people in with foreign religious book called Bible or Quran. Yes. After electing them, in fact, from the INEC person, from local government chairman, anybody that is holding public position in trust should swear with Amadioha, with the deity of his land. The person should remove his footwear, stand on the land of your town or land of wherever you want to occupy that position from, and he swear that if you contrary go against this job given to you, serving your nation with sincerity and uprightness and fairness, let the land, the gods of the land, judge you. If you go against the landlord of land intentionally for your personal benefit, if they do like that, we will pay them enough salary that it will be okay for them. But let them not put their hand in public coffers. Our public fund, they should swear. So swear, they let them take an oath with Amadioha. Let them take the oath with the gods of their land, and everything will fall in place. Let me tell you. Let these commissioners, let local government, let governor, let everything, let them take oath with the gods of their land. Let them tell the gods of their land that what they are doing is for the interest of their land. That they will never take cover outside their stipulated salaries. I can tell you, if we start giving these people oath of office, stop use those things you are writing using Bible. What is Bible? No, they don't fear those things, and those things that cannot kill. But barefooted, land of your bed, that you, if I your Congo example, that you are swearing in your honor and promising your ancestors and the gods of the land that as a public officer, that this position you are being given to take care of, that you will serve with all hands clean, that you only take what belongs to you as your salary and nothing more. Let the gods of your land help you. So help me God. You go, another person took another oath. I can tell you, if we start this year, I can tell you in the next 5 years, if you come to this country, it will look like America. The problem we are having is that those politicians, because we have corrupt societies everywhere, they will steal public fund, use that public fund to corrupt everything. So, but do I blame them? I blame the entire system, the entire society, from for the families to the society to the governance. So my own campaign is, let's go back to spirituality. Kaibido soban sana. Let's go back to yesteryears. Ogo na awoye chi obodo. Edo eni no about the prince of the land. Edo eni Eze-Ana. When the people are afraid of the gods of the land. But since we stop it, go and carry one woman book. I solemnly promise this and that. Promise to who? To the another person's deity or gods of another white man church. That is the problem. So my submission today is this: if we really wish to have a desired nation of our choice, our dream desire nation, we should learn how to go back to ways of worship of yesteryears and begin to do the right thing in our own, using the gods of our land as the bedrock. And I can tell you, within the shortest period of time, we will achieve greatness. Because you are blaming government, like Matthias exactly we do. Blaming government, and who is that government? And they begin blaming them till tomorrow, they will never do it. Because they are the product of the corrupt families and corrupt society. So let's start from the scratch. Restore the former family values. And the only way you can restore family values is restore Nswan. Restore Nswan. That is the only way. Let me stop here. If you have any question in today's lecture, it's okay. Family. Chat me on WhatsApp. You know why I love Igbo spirituality? If you are called Igbo spirituality person, I didn't make Makandi name is Igbo spirituality with a mystic. No. Talking about core Ezebo. You will know that those things you are forbidden from doing so. So if you have any question to this, let you want to talk about our family name. Chat me on WhatsApp 0805 7837 672. I repeat 0805 7837 672 or 0813 82 43 871. I repeat 0813 82 43 871. May you keep me here and bless you all. May you be favored. May you receive the powers from the Most High. May the work of your hands begin to yield fruit. May you be favored. Now, I keep me here. No, you can't listen. Remember blessed.